Hey everybody, it's Tim here, and what I wanted to share with you in today's video are some ideas that might help you get through the Christmas period with your students. We know that it's super fun to play carols with your students, and we want them to engage in that tradition of music. And there are some great tunes out there, super fun to play, but if we're playing the same things over and over again, it can get a little dull. So today in this video, I want to share with you 4 carols or Christmas tunes at least, and how you can explore them with students and get creative with them using some ideas from this handout. It's my ultimate guide to left-hand patterns. The thing about left-hand patterns is you can completely change the style of any piece of music. Now, I'm going to be playing from lead sheets for today's demonstrations because lead sheets are great in that the left hand isn't given. So you've got free reign as to what you might like to do. So the first one I thought I'd explore is called Up on the Housetop. This isn't actually a carol that I grew up with. So I've been singing through it and learning it myself. We've got the melody. And this is already swung, so naturally I immediately thought, well, we should be playing a walking bass with this one, surely. You get the idea. You can have heaps of fun with a walking bass line. And to play or teach a walking bass line, you can either kind of break up the chord, that's kind of what I did at the start, and that's a simple way to get started, or do some scale movement, or even chromatic, add in some notes. Depends on where you want to go. So if you want to go from a C to an F, you can go, because there's the number of right beats in the bar. It takes a bit of practice, takes a bit of feel. I wouldn't say that I'm anything like a professional or jazz muso or anything like that about bass lines, but I can give it a bit of groove and swing, and I think that's what we want our students to explore. Just give it a different style. The other thing you can do with any of these styles is put on a drum beat or some kind of backing track that you can play along to. Just get iReal Pro out, put on some drum beats. Makes it so much more fun for students. All right, the next one, The First Noel, we all know it. And I thought, well, why don't we have a little bit of fun with this one? So I'm going to play a blues pattern with this in the left hand, but I want you to tell me what else I've changed in order to make the blues pattern fit. Have a listen. What have I done to make a groove in the blues feel? I've changed the time signature. So it was in 3/4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, but to do that in the blues, it's not gonna quite sound as funky. So don't let the time signature constrain you. You can always change the time signature if you want to. And I'll play my last one, I'll play as another demonstration of changing the time signature. All right, now for Joy to the World, we all know that one. I mean, we've only played 2 chords so far. D to the D, the D, A, D. And then we go to G, and an A and a D. So there's not a lot going on, really. And if you wanted to play this as a lead sheet with just chords, it's not all that interesting. This one, it's already in 4/4. Why don't we try a pop style? And the most common pop pattern written these days, Philip Keverin will do it in lots of his arrangements, and anyone that's arranging sort of pop music will tend to use this pattern. I call it the root 5 octave, and you can walk up in the left hand with the thumb. And I think this will work with this one. what you find with that pattern is it really just gives this kind of enveloping sound with not a lot of notes going on and not all that challenging really for students. So they could definitely give that a shot. And the last one is Coventry Carol. And I was thinking we could do a couple of fun things with this one. So Coventry Carol, if you're not familiar with it, is it's quite, how would you describe it? Modal, certainly quite kind of sad, almost reminds me of Renaissance, pre-Baroque kind of music. It's Gregorian almost. I don't know. I'm not a music specialist, so I'm sure people will tell me what it actually is. But the sounding of the chords, I really love this one. I think it's just rich and warm and certainly fun to play. So let's have a bit of fun with it. How about we... Sorry. I need to work on it a little bit, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to do. It's really fun. Kids love anytime you bop along. I even do this when students are playing scales. If they know a scale really well and they're kind of... and I've got a second piano, just start doing that along to the scale. They'll absolutely love it and they'll think it's the most hilarious thing. And then you can teach them how to do that while you play a scale. Really good fun. Last version of the Coventry Carol, I thought, why don't we do a tango? And now you'll notice both of these versions, again, I've turned 3/4 into 4/4. Tango, what could we do? Sorry, I'll get that right. Or something like that. Have a bit of fun with it. The great thing is when you're getting creative and exploring styles and patterns and changing chords around, which I've got to record a video on how you could reharmonize these using the circle of fifths, heaps of fun. I think I'll do that next. You've got no rules. You can muck around, explore, try things, change the time signature. Of course, you can play this in various keys too, but have a bit of fun with those left hands. It will certainly keep you more engaged and enjoying the Christmas period. And I know your students are going to have lots of fun with it. And it's going to bring up lots of talking points that you can integrate into the rest of the repertoire they're learning and help them understand the chords and the harmony and give a really deeper understanding of the carols that they're playing. Hope that was helpful. Enjoy exploring those and we'll speak to you again soon.